Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. Thank you so much for joining me today. As always, we're just going to be drawing, so just sit back, relax, enjoy the stream, draw along if you like. But yeah, anyways, kind of like the title says, I don't really know what to do, but you know what, we're just going to do as we always do. Maybe just practice a bit. So we're going to open up a new canvas here. That's my sub view there with all the models in from the Japanese magazine. But yeah, I guess let me pull up another model sheet, or it's just a page from a Japanese fashion magazine. It's not a model page, that's a different thing. Where are they? Screenshots here. Yeah, let's see. This one is pretty cute, honestly. Let's try going with this one today. Alright, so as always, we're gonna grab our special little Japanese pen here. I wish I could read that. I wonder what it says. Size is about 15. That's good. We make this layer color pink. Okay, so start off with the head as always, and just kind of looking upwards. Actually, it's more like it's straight like this, and then the face is actually going down like so. And then the side of the head is like that. It goes down like so. Okay, so there's the head. Now the whole body is kind of going down like this, angled like that, but just slightly, and that subtlety is kind of where the charm comes in, I feel. Like, for me personally, I don't really know how to do good poses when I'm taking pictures and stuff. But I can see from this reference that it requires you to not just be completely straight. It requires you to have some subtlety in the direction and the movement of your body. And that's what makes it interesting. And it's literally going like just straight down like so. There's not much what do you say, deviation from the direction she's going in. So we can do the arms here, and the arm is following along in that same direction, which is fun because I feel like they're really understanding here, like the rules of what is it? It's like contrast and not comparison. It's like it's a word for like it's kind of the same thing. It's a similar thing. So contrast would be if the arm was maybe going this way, but it's following the line of the body. What is that called? Not parallel. It's something. I don't know. I don't remember. There's a term for it, but I've lost it. What is it? Contrast, comparison is not comparison, it's... Man. My brain is really failing me right now. I feel like it was another C word. See, this leg is in contrast because it's going out this way, opposite direction of the body. So this is contrast. But what is it when it's not contrast? Contrast and that's gonna bother me the whole stream. Anyways, we're done with that first base layer, so let's lower the opacity, make a new layer, select blue as the color for it, and draw in the finer details. Oh, man. Contrast. And I'm also going to use the reference sheet for anime faces in all different directions, which I found yesterday, and is proving to be a most helpful guide for learning how to draw faces, anime style mostly. There we go, and the head is really way too far from the body. It would be, the neck would be this long. Should be a giraffe at that point. Let's look back at the reference there. So we draw the neck now. And we move on to the torso. And then the waist. And everything's pretty simple because of how it's all a bit, how do you say, it's all straight, it's all right in front, you know. It'd be kind of more difficult if it was you know, different perspectives and all that, but how it is now, I think it's perfectly fine. I keep forgetting that I have a flip button right here. Okay. Let's go with that and move on to the collarbone. Maybe the shoulders are too wide. I'm drawing not the forearm. What's this part of the arm called? The muscle, the main muscle there is a bicep, but upper arm. So simple. This eraser larger, maybe about 50. Let's do the hand. It's a bit too thin, I guess. Like so. Okay, now for the other arm, let's just flip real quick. Coming down like so. Onto the hand again. Actually, let's the arm is actually sticking out a bit more, and that adds, again, it adds like a bit of contrast, right? Because this forearm is going straight down, meanwhile this arm is going somewhat like that. It's a nice contrast there. I think it's parallel. Yes, it is parallel. Oh my goodness. I said the word and I didn't even know it was the right one. It's parallel because, yeah, it's parallel because it goes in the same lines. It's so simple. There we go. That looks better. That, and we do the body. Let's just flip real quick. This shoulder might be sticking out a bit too much, actually. Just bring it in a bit like so. I feel like I'm making the waist way too thin all the time. Let's try making it thicker then. Might be better. It might also just be that the body, the torso part is a bit too long, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it's totally fine. Knee comes down like so. So in a very different position than when I placed my structure down, but that's okay. Bit of adjustment is usually required. Might want to change the angle of the leg a bit later. Kind of want to see how it looks, how it is now. Maybe a touch. Actually, no, the angle is just fine. I just think it needs to be a bit longer, maybe, actually. Or maybe it was fine the way it was before. Yeah, let's try just keeping it like that for now. Okay, so great. We got the basic body shape down. Let's just kind of flip it, see how it looks. Make sure everything's even. And I think it is, except for one thing, which is actually that this leg looks like it's in an incorrect position. It looks like it needs to be brought down a bit, actually. Just a touch. Yeah, that's better. Okay, let's lower the opacity here. Next layer will be red, as always. And now we can work on the finer details that really bring this to life. So I'm gonna open up the reference for the faces real quick. And that's about the angle we're looking at here. Or is it the one above? Yeah, I'd say it's about this. Okay. Let's real quickly put little lines where the eyes will be. Okay. broken down like so. Let's just flip that real quick. Looks all right. Okay, let's try doing the cheeks. Now the cheeks are the most difficult part for me, honestly, most of the time. Okay, I think that looks all right, hopefully. The eyes are a bit small. Normally I would draw them a bit bigger, but this is okay. All right, let's do the hair. I'm gonna use this lady's hair right here. I think she has a very nice style. Let's see how we can do this. First of all, I think I need to draw this sort of hairline across the forehead there. Like that. Like so. And then she also has hair just kind of sticking out like that. Which is fun. But the rest of this hair actually goes like this. looks a bit strange, honestly. What can we do? What's going on with the hair here, really? Well, let's see. I think we need to start off with the bigger picture here, which is sort of like this. It might also be that I'm drawing the face too wide, but I'm not so sure. It's okay, a challenge is always good. So what I feel like is going on is her hair is doing a kind of jumping thing. It's not really working out well, and I'm not sure why. Okay, well, let's think about this. Let's say the hairline is going back like so. Well, then I guess that means it actually needs to come up more like so. And that it would follow this. And okay, we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, great. I think that's okay. I'm satisfied with that. Maybe we can make this hairline even higher, like so. Maybe, we'll see. Okay, let's move on to the clothes. So we've got a very nice, circle neck here. And it just keeps going straight. And it's quite short, the sleeves. Sleeves coming down like so. Let's flip it around real quick. Okay, that looks all right to me. Let's work on the arms. And from what I can see in this image, this arm is actually very much in, like so. And then it goes out. Out to the hand. Like so. And that forearm is definitely way too long, actually. Still too long. Oh, when will be the day when I don't make such mistakes on the proportions? When will that day come? Onto this arm. This arm too is a bit long. It should only probably come up around there. And then what we've got is our hand situation. That looks a little something like this. There we go. So this dress keeps going, ends up here. Just flip that. Okay, now it's too short. Am I just tired today? What's going on? I don't usually make this many adjustments, I don't think. Maybe I'm just tired, I don't know. It's better. Onto the dress. Very flowy. Yeah, and as I thought, the body's a bit too long. I love the way this dress is flowing. It's pretty amazing, actually. Let's just add some finer details, such as lines. My eyes are starting to burn, man. One thing I should know is that this is a very flowy kind of dress. It's like that. There we go. Okay, now on to the feet. Okay, there's one and the other. There we are. And also the bag. Mustn't forget the bag. I'm always forgetting the bag. Lovely. I think that's turned out quite well. Let's take away these. Let's also draw some wrinkle lines. Okay, I think that's all right. Let's kind of flip that. I think that looks good. I think this hand can actually now come out a little. Yeah, that looks a bit more right, I feel. Okay, great. Let's start working on this in more detail now. Now it's on a completely black layer. We've got this. Let's go back to the anime face model sheet. See how they do things a bit. Probably afford to make it a bit thicker, actually. I think that's okay. Okay, cool. Let's fill that in. Do the other eye. Kind of becomes thickest at the top, and then it sort of thins out, and that's all due to the perspective, I suppose. Fill that in. Looks very different from the eyes that I normally draw. So make those highlights smaller. Eraser size about 30. Definitely different from the eyes I normally draw. And it's kind of unnerving me because I'm not used to it. Maybe one more highlight. Size about 15. Down here, maybe. Just to make it look a bit prettier. Yeah, let's keep it for now. I might erase it later, but for now it's okay. Onto the cheek. Yeah, I feel like the face is just too wide. I think I have to bring it in a little. Onto the hair. Let's go back to the model. bring it in like that. And see what we can do for the hair. Bring the eraser back up to about a 50. Erase, oh, not that. Erase this. Let's open up the previous blue level. I want to see the scalp. There we go. Yeah, okay, that everything's a bit too low. Is that okay? Let's see. It's like the best we've got so far. Yeah, I think that's okay. Okay, we've got the hair. Maybe the forehead's too high. Might be a bit tad high, honestly. Let's lower it a bit. take a look at it now. Okay, I think we'll just have to keep moving on with this. Moving on to the neck. There we go. The hair here comes down like this. Hello, having a migraine. That's a very sad name. I'm sorry to hear that, but welcome to the stream. So glad you could join. Right now we're just trying to get this hair down right here. Just drawing it straight, as we can see in the model. It's a very straight line, which sometimes it jars me because it feels like the hair should be more pointy and straight, but you know, you could have different styles like this as well. Are you a musician as well? Yes, I actually am. I play a bit of guitar and piano. I do sing as well, but not very well. But I haven't started doing those things on stream yet. Just first starting off with the thing I think I do best, which is drawing. But hopefully later on as well, I can do a bit more of a music type streams as well, you know. So hopefully we can do stuff like that in the future. And getting that little collar there. Are you a musician as well? Do you play any instruments? Maybe sing, dance maybe? Dancing is something I'd like to learn as well. Let's see, so we get that shoulder right there. Coming down like so. And coming in. It's just a very short sleeve, very cute. Very cute sleeve right there. Oh, move on to the other sleeve. Man, I was just thinking of making an artist account for music. I just made my first finished demo. I say finished because I don't know where to take it now, lol. Yeah, that's true. It would, like, did you mix it, your first finished demo? Yeah, that's cool, man. So you made your first song. That's great. That's great. What kind of song is it? I don't know, is it instrumental? Is it got lyrics? Is it like a trap, or is it with a guitar? Well, what kind of song is it? Let's see, we move on to the shoulder here. Again, coming down very softly. And then got a bit of flow there with that sleeve, like so. Then coming down like that. Then we move on to the arm right here. Coming down, and then a tricep part right here. It's like a half song, basically, whatever a song would be if the person who made it didn't make music. Alright, cool, man. But that's great, man. You know, that's how you start. That's how you start, man. That's wonderful to hear that you took the first step. How did you what I don't, okay, fine, what instruments did you use then? You know, what instruments? What's the main instrument in there? Doing this arm right here, coming down. And onto the chest part. Onto the chest part here. And then the waist with the dress. It's just kind of a straight line across. Then the sides. Let me just flip it real quick, see how it's looking so far. I think it's alright. Man, the eyes, man. I don't like the eyes. That's not the way I draw eyes. Alright, at the end of this, I think I'll change up the face a bit. I came here because I used a guitar in it and sang. I tried my best to make it sound good, and I personally think it's the hardest thing I've ever done with the production side of things. Okay. That's great, man. Yeah. I know I have a Stratocaster for my head, but I'm actually an acoustic guitar player myself. Yeah, that's good, man. I tried my best. What was the hardest thing about it? You mean playing a guitar and singing, or just this project itself was the hardest thing? Because for me, yeah, when I was starting off writing music as well, it was just with my guitar, just sitting on a couch or something, and then just playing and singing, try to match lyrics and melody with the chords I was playing. Back then it was pretty easy. I don't know, as a kid, maybe thoughts, melodies just come more easier, but now that I'm getting older, it's just a bit more difficult. I don't know. Ooh, what DAW do you use? I've also been trying to learn to mix and produce, and I'm using Ableton. What about you? I'm going to the forearm. Make it come down gentle and softly. Onto the hand. Doing the fingers here. FL Studio, yeah, FL Studio's good. I picked it up a long time ago, like 3 years ago, and I just never took it seriously. Yeah, I understand, man. It's not easy to just start getting into it right away, because the thing is, you got to put effort into it. You got to look up how to use it. You got to go through the whole process of learning all the functionality of the application. But not only that, if you're, I don't know if you have any experience in music theory, but just jumping in without any knowledge of music theory and just being like, I listen to this kind of music a lot, so I think I can replicate it, and then trying to do that in an application that you don't even know of, yeah, that can be pretty daunting. So yeah. See, see, with this arm we come down a bit more. FL Studio. Yeah, I started off with FL Studio too. I still use the FL Studio mobile app for when I'm like out and I want to try to just mix a bit. Okay, cool. So you got it. You know music theory. You know. Okay, so yeah, man. Honestly, in my opinion, if you have kind of like the core mechanics of music theory down, you know, just like chord progressions and, you know, just just the basic fact that you have to use the notes in the chord, but also know that there are some nice, how do you say, non-chord tones you can use. Yeah, if you know that stuff, man, then it's, you know, I don't think, I think you'll be able to get pretty good, you know, right away. And hey, by the way, you know, maybe post in a chat like a link, you know, if you've posted that song somewhere on what's the music platform, SoundCloud, yeah, or wherever, you know, so I can check it out, man. That's cool. Yeah, for me, I've been trying to learn making beats and samples, stuff like that. Wait, my goodness, I've been drawing this thing the opposite way this whole time. Okay, there we go. I totally didn't just play piano for 14 years, by the way. I just started 14 years ago. Lol, I never took piano seriously either. Yeah. I feel you, man. I feel you. When I was younger, my parents, you know, made me take piano classes, and I was really not interested in it. And so yeah, same. I dropped it like after maybe just a couple years of playing piano. But like years down the line, I don't know, like 10 years down the line, I just suddenly had the interest for it again. So funny story, I was actually walking down the street and there was a busker and he was just playing some classical music on his keyboard and it was beautiful. So I just went up to him and I was like, hey, do you teach, right? And he's like, yeah, I teach. And he even like showed me like a finger technique he uses on the spot right there. And I saw that, I was like, that's cool, man, like, can I learn from you? And he was like, yeah. And I just started learning from that guy. And he was one of the best teachers I ever had. Like, I don't know, he taught the fundamentals of piano in such a how would you say, just in such a relatable way, I guess, in just a way that I could really understand and be interested in it. And it's because of him that my passion for piano got kind of rekindled. And yeah, it's great. But unfortunately, he died a few years ago. He wasn't alcoholic, so he did have that kind of health issue there. But honestly, man, best teacher I ever had my whole life. To the finger here. But yeah, what kind of music did you learn on the piano? Did you learn classical, jazz, or just pop? You know, maybe game soundtracks. You know, I know a lot of people like to play Zelda. That's very unfortunate, but I feel like when someone teaches you really well, they have to have cared a lot about your interests and thought the best for you at that time. Man, you got it, man. That's it. That's exactly what it was, man. Like, he had a great passion for piano, but at the same time, he had a great passion for kind of nurturing my growth and making sure that I was getting it, not just the the surface level, oh, just, you're paying me, so I'll teach you the basics and I'll teach you just enough so you can maybe pass the piano exam to get into the school. No, man, he went deeper. He went really deep, Yeah, that's, you got it, man. You got it. That was it. That was it. I guess it was a heart, really. Yeah, it was a heart that he had. Yeah. Oops. There we go in here. Do this right there. Honestly, I've tried like video game themes on the piano, but I stumbled on making my own pieces of music. But I can't read music, of course. This song is called WYS Snowman Classic. Sorry, I just had to bring that up. What song? What are you talking about? Like the song that's playing now, or the song that you learned to play? I stumbled on making my own piece of music. I can't. Wait, and also, is that a typo? You say you can't read music, or you can read music? Oh, really? All right, cool, man. That's funny. Wait, I better save that. But I mean, obviously, this has to be like the lo-fi version of what you're talking about, right? Oh, you can't read music. Oh, oh, really? Wow, that's interesting. So you never formally had a musical education? No, you didn't have a piano teacher or anything like that. You just learned by yourself, like on YouTube or something. A lot of people seem to do that these days, which is good. Like the internet, man. Like you can learn anything. You can learn anything by yourself. Yeah, it's a little bit more helpful with a teacher around, but if you just take the time, you can learn anything. Okay, dress is looking all right. The hands are the weakest part, honestly, but it's okay. Let's see, let's get this line down. Yeah, I used to learn on YouTube for the video game stuff, but it's too hard to learn someone else's song, so I just made my own. Good on you, man. It's too hard to learn those songs, so you just made your own. That's funny, man. That's cool. That's a great inspiration, right, for wanting to start making a song. What was the video game themes that you were trying to learn? My piano teacher, he loved classical music, but at the same time he loved Zelda, so he would often play some Zelda songs too. For me, for piano, the last video game theme, or actually I have this like book, the Studio Ghibli piano book. It's kind of for beginners, so it's pretty easy and stuff like that. Yeah, lots of Zelda. Yeah. Zelda's pretty good. Final Fantasy also has some. Wow, man. Back in my younger days, man. Like I had a friend who's so good at piano. He used to play the. What is it? What is it? The Sephiroth theme? It's not the Sephiroth theme. It's the Final Fantasy theme that goes. Oh, it's the battle theme, actually. The battle theme, yeah. He used to play that so well. I remember that. this line right here. Yeah, you know that one. Everyone knows that one, man. Everyone knows that one. Iconic. I think I can pull it up right now, actually. What was it? Final Fantasy VII battle theme. I want to see if they have like a lo-fi version of it. That'd be pretty cool if they do. Final Fantasy lo-fi Leah remix. Or actually, let's see if we can find it from here. Ahead of Our Way, Anxious Heart, battle theme. Let's see if this is it. Yeah, it is this. I kind of don't like this version. Sounds like they're gonna start kung fu fighting. Let's just look at the piano. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one right there. Yeah. Most intense piano version. Yeah. Kung fu fighting, man. Let's go with this one. There we go. That's beautiful. Love that song. Are you playing the new TOTK right now? Is that like on your currently being played list? Ah, this song is beautiful, man. Seriously. Don't really understand what's going on with this dress here. I don't understand why it's kind of, it's got this bump here, but I don't understand it. I don't understand folds in clothing. I'm not a gamer anymore, unfortunately, but it looks really nice. You're not a gamer anymore? Why is that? Is that you don't have time for it, or you just lost interest? Not a gamer anymore. Never heard someone say that before. I mean, like, I know people falling out of like anime and stuff. But games? Dang. Did you get traumatized or something? Man, what is going on with that fold? I really don't understand it. It's okay. Don't need to understand it. Just draw it. Oof, this part. Maybe I should start trying to learn this song. And some people do some wild guitar covers of this too. But honestly, you can't get the same feel as when you played on the piano. What is going on with this dress right here? We come down. Okay. Let's do it like that. Okay, it's basically just doing this back and forth, back and forth. Back and forth. Man, to be honest, I'm even worse on guitar. I'm so glad I picked up production. You can just cut, yeah, you can just cut stuff up and make it sound like you actually played something. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, man. That's technology for you. That's the world we live in today. That's why you see so many young mixers, you know. These kids like so young and they're just making beats in their house all day and it's like some of the best music you've ever heard and stuff. I just kind of wish that I picked it up soon or at an earlier age like them, you know. That's a great song. Love it. Let's go back. There we go. And then we're going to come down here again. Me too. It's so nice to make music. Yeah, man. Yeah. Do you not you're not uploading your music anywhere right now? You're not uploading it to like SoundCloud or anything? You're just kind of keeping it personally, or if you're sharing that stuff out in public, you know, send me the link, man. I'll check it out. We got that there. It's coming down like so. Like that. Dresses are hard, man. I never learned to draw frills. Frills are difficult. I'm definitely changing the face later. That is just so not my style. That is not the way I draw. Draw the shoes. Like so. I can upload it if you're okay with hearing it. I only showed one of my friends before. He likes it a lot. He heard it a bunch of times. Yeah, man. Absolutely. You know, just send me the link. I'll check it out, you know, and yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately for me, I'm a bit of a jack of all trades kind of guy, so I have interest in a lot of different areas, including art, music. But in music, I'm working on a whole bunch of stuff on producing, on guitar, piano, singing, and so I'm very slow in my progress of getting better at this stuff because I'm not spending like hours every day on it. I'm just spending like an hour a day, sometimes less, on all of these things. But I'm hoping that in the future, that slow progress is gonna pay off. Okay, let's try to get this shoot right. Doing all those laces. Just kind of willy-nilly. Not so nicely, just enough to get me through. Okay. I don't know, that kind of looks weird with all those lines there. Maybe I should just leave it like this. And bring it down like so. No, let's get rid of that. Let's just keep it like that. That's good enough. Sometimes less detail is the way to go. Maybe that's the same for music too. Sometimes you can put in a lot of instruments, a lot of background, stuff like that, but you know, sometimes it's good to just get a bit of a cleaner sound, I guess. Man, I'm nervous. Hey man, like, you know, if you're uncomfortable with it, you know, don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. You know, but, you know, if you want, you know, to share it, you know, I'm just saying, you know, I'll be happy to listen to it. That's all. Oh, okay, cool. All right, you got it. All right, man. Yeah, I'll check it out. What's the name of it? Hold on a second. Just give me a second here. I don't know. My setup is really scuffed, so there's a lot of different stuff I have to do. Hold on. I'm just heading over to the SoundCloud now. And so this is the first song you've written, eh? That's good, man. Headache of a Demo. That's a cool name. I like the art too. What is that? Just like just get that online or something? Dude, no, man. I'm nervous because I don't know if the time I took on it was worthless. Dude, no way, man. Why do you think that? Why do you think that, man? No. Like, yeah, you know, the first thing you make is not going to be some, you know, what is a Grammy Award song. But, you know, you took that first step, and now you're going to get started on a really exciting and fun journey, you know? The first finished demo, but yeah, I just got that online. Yeah, it's a cool picture, you know. Yeah, man. No, no, it wasn't wasted, dude. That's, you know. You know, from here on, it's just an upward. It's an upward climb, you know. It might be difficult, but it's an upward climb to a higher place. You're gonna find a lot of cool stuff, you know. You're gonna gain a lot of cool knowledge along the way, you know, a lot of cool skill. No, man, it wasn't wasted. It wasn't wasted at all. Thank you. Yeah, I have other projects, but this one I took my time on. Like, I can tell the difference. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. Put more of yourself into it, you get more of out. And the thing with artists, though, is that, you know, we're kind of never satisfied with what we make. We always think like, you know, it's not as good. It could be better. You know, and which is a good mindset to have, because it's going to help you improve and get better. But at the same time, you got to be able to look at it from, I would call it like an outside perspective, where it's like, you know, oh, this is a really good song. I'm not comparing it to like other people or other music. I'm just listening to what this person has made, and it's a good song. I'm enjoying it. And I think we, as artists, it's important to have that mentality at times too. You know, but it's not easy to get into that mentality. You actually kind of have to train yourself to have that mentality. You know, to be able to take a step back and just kind of let go of that desire of creating the perfect song right now and just be like, hey, this thing I made, it's nice, and that's good enough for me. Okay. I do that there. But it's cool, man, that you came to this stream and, I guess it's kind of misleading that I'm a Stratocaster. Uh, you know, it should, I should be doing music then, actually. But it's cool that you came and, we're kind of in the same boat right now of being interested in music production and writing music. That's cool, man. I definitely feel that I made it for myself at the end of the day. Exactly, man. Excuse me. You made it for yourself. You made it for yourself, man. Yeah. And another thing too is that when we first start off, at least for me, it can be very tempting to just kind of revel in that song or whatever I made and just kind of be like, oh, I don't want to really continue anymore because this one thing I made is so good. But actually, at the same time, things can get better. You can make even better songs, and it's important to just step away from whatever you made and be like, okay, I'm gonna forget about that because it's done and it turned out well, but now it's time for the next thing. For me, I just kind of fall into that trap sometimes, especially with drawing. I just kind of get caught up and it's like, oh, that's a really good drawing, and I kind of stop drawing for a while and be like, oh, that drawing was really good. And I'm a bit scared to do another one because I feel like it's not going to be as good as the one I just made. But no, I gotta keep going, Man, I don't know how to do the wrinkles on this part. Should I even put wrinkles on this part? Should I just leave it as is? In fact, these wrinkles don't make any sense, actually. I'm gonna put this away. Maybe that. Maybe that. Okay. I think we'll leave it at that. And yeah, I want to make like an album, I guess, of projects that. Ooh. You're a real artist, man. Dude, you and me, we got the same kind of artist mentality. You want to tell the story. Yeah, man, that's the plan. That's the plan. Yeah, you're a storyteller, huh? That's good, man. What's your excuse me, maybe I should go get a drink of water. I'm gonna get water real quick, but what's it kind of music that you listen to? Is there like something you took inspiration from? Like, is there an album that told a story and you were like, dang, I want to try doing it like that? You think about that. I'm gonna be right back. I'm back. Okay, let's get back into it. Let's flip this around real quick. That shoe is really off. Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of experimental stuff, a lot of lo-fi, a lot of Christian music, and a lot of it was inspired by a mixture of them all. I think in the end, I really just wanted to make what I enjoyed making, though, and I ended up making that demo. Yeah, okay, okay, all right. A lot of experimental stuff, a lot of lo-fi, a lot of Christian music. Yeah, man, that's great. That's great. Looks like you kind of got a broad range of interests in the music field. You know, it's not just one thing. It's not just like, oh, I want to do rap or I want to do hip hop or pop or whatever. But looks like you really got your hand in a whole bunch of areas there. That's cool. That's good, man. Any particular band that you're listening to? A particular musician? Let's flip this back around. Maybe the hands are a bit too small. I don't know. I also want to kind of put a neckline here. Just because that space might seem a little empty. Maybe like that. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's work on this shoe. That's done not looking right now. Well, yesterday my friend said I sound a lot like his German friend. So I've been listening to him for a while. Oh, you listen. Oh, okay, so your friends make music too. Ah, so you got a good, how would you say? I don't know, you got a good community, I guess, around you. You know, you got friends that making music too. That's great, man. You ask them a lot of questions, you know, how to write music and stuff. You know, it's always good to have people who have a bit more experience than you, and then you can get some knowledge out of them. Oh, that's great. German Fred, huh? Wow. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, that's also wrong. There we go. Okay, I think that looks a bit more proper for the shoe. Let's do the dress. Let's do the dress. Actually, let's do the back first, since it's covering the dress up anyway. Straight line like so. Bringing this down. Well, I'm not sure if he makes music, but his friend does. Ah, yeah, his friend. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Ah, I see. Okay, so it's not like you know that friend real closely. Well, I mean, you know, you could always maybe reach out to that guy, right? Reach out to him, let him know what you've been up to. You know, ask him if he can give you some pointers. He probably uses FL Studio too, right? That's a popular DAW, so I wouldn't be surprised if that German guy also uses it. You know, I also, well, yeah, that's the thing. I have a sister, and my sister has a friend that writes music, and I went to his house and asked him to show me how it works and stuff. This was back when I didn't even know what a DAW was, and he just kind of showed me the basic functions, and honestly I didn't understand a single bit of it, but that kind of gave me the confidence boost to be like, okay, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna study this. I'm gonna research into music production and all that stuff, you know. And that's what I did. And it's been wonderful. It's been so just a fun ride so far, you know. I've hardly done anything in music production so far, but just the learning process itself has been quite fun. Okay, let's do it like that. That bag looks all off. Maybe move it over a touch and then try again. Because the thing about music production too is that I don't know where to begin to learn it, you know? Because it's like, well, number one, music is such a broad topic. I could start off with, you know, tempo, with drums, or I could start off with instruments like guitars or pianos, or I could start off with, you know, lyric writing or melody writing. I could start off with equalizing and all that, you know, mixing stuff. It's such a broad area, so it's like, where do you begin, you know? And I really don't know. I really don't know where to begin, which is why I've just been watching whatever videos I can on YouTube, right? Yeah, I've made a bunch of instrumentals in the past, like rap beats and other random stuff. I wouldn't know the genre too, but now I'm picking it back up and I want to take it seriously. Yeah, man. That's so cool. That's so cool. I'm so glad that you're sharing that with me, you know, that, you know, this kind of period in your life where you want to start this new journey kind of thing. That's really cool, man. Yeah, because I feel you, man. I feel you. It's like, before I didn't have an interest in this kind of stuff, but suddenly something clicked inside of me, I guess. And now I'm like, oh, I really want to try it out, you know. Okay, there we go. I think we can work on the dress now. And the dress. Just going like this. Just kind of down. Like so. Okay, there we go. Very nice. And it's kind of the same thing with drawing. Like when I first started, I was just kind of drawing anime characters and stuff, but I soon realized that if I just keep doing that, my art doesn't improve at all, you know. And so I was like, where should I go next? And I tried to learn a bit of classical drawing method, which is the kind of stuff that, you know, Renaissance painters did, which was very realistic, right? So it involves a lot of measuring and using your eye, right? So I learned a bit of that, and then I learned that, well, that's gonna be a very long process. And I sort of started looking at other stuff, which was then anatomy. And then from anatomy, I realized, oh, if I just learn how the body is constructed, I don't need to draw it so photorealistically. I can just know where bones and muscles go in order for it to look convincing. So it just took me on a wild ride. Yeah, I got a microphone and I've been working on my voice for like a week now, and it's so much harder than I thought, and I find it as a challenge to overcome. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Dude. Yeah, man. Singing, that's the best thing you could learn, honestly. Uh well, how are you working on your voice? Like, is there like a YouTube vocal teacher that you're kind of learning from, or is there an online class that you're taking, or just how are you doing that? Let's see. Let's put the lines here, like so. Working on the voice. That's good, man. That's good. I'll tell you right now. I'm I'm taking an online course. It's by Ken Tamplin. It's called, and you can just look it up. It's called Ken Tamplin's Vocal Academy, and yeah, it's pretty good. He's kind of similar to my piano teacher, uh, in that he really just he teaches in a way that he wants to really help you improve profoundly and not just superficially, like, oh, just be able to sing a pop song really well. No, he wants you to be able to have a good, mm, um, a well usable instrument called your voice in your body. Sorry, that sentence was all over the place. Nah, I just use the DAW and whatnot because if I'm gonna learn, I might as well go for it. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's true. Very practical. Yeah, very practical. Very good, man. Man, that's. Yeah, singing is wonderful. I even kind of want to learn dancing, but I don't have time to put another interest under my belt, really. Let's put this belt along the waist there. And draw another line that kind of goes like that. I know it's hard-headed to not take lessons, but I've never taken lessons with piano or anything, so I prefer it, really. Yeah, I mean, that's fine, It's, you go your way, and that's the thing, is that everyone walks a different road, not everyone everyone is not walking the same path, and so I think it's fine, for me personally, though, I found that, well, no, like, I was gonna say something like lessons have really opened up doors for me, but that's not what I actually mean. What I mean is that I just go on, like I just said, when you start having interest in a subject, there's so many different aspects of that subject that you can study, and it's like, where do you begin? And so I go on a journey to find where to start, and so I just try out a bunch of stuff, color, sketching, uh, 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 measuring, blah blah blah, composition, right, if we're talking about drawing. But I find my path through that, right? It's like, oh, this teacher, I feel like he knows what he's talking about. I kind of agree with the stuff he's saying. And so I just kind of want to learn from him. And so I go do that, right? Whether that's online lessons or in person, Or if it's just a YouTube video, right? It's just a YouTube channel and they're not even like making long videos or anything. It's like a 10-minute like video of like how to draw. But I'm like, this guy's teaching this stuff I want to learn, so I'll learn from him. You know, everyone's got their own path. There's no same road that everyone's walking, you know. It's not, no, I don't think it's hard-headed. It's just different roads, man. Got that. There's also a little bit of folding there. Okay, that looks all right. Okay, I think everything looks okay. It's just the face, just the eyes and all that I'm just so unhappy with. So I'm gonna get rid of all this actually. And let's try again. Let's try again. And she's actually looking that way, so let's have her looking that way. Honestly, I couldn't afford lessons growing up for piano, which is why I never had paid lessons ever again, because it made me realize even if life isn't perfect and it won't be as good, I can overcome barriers. Well, that's a good lesson you learned. Yeah, man. That's a good lesson you learned. You know, you gotta learn to make the best of what you got. You gotta learn to make the best of it. That is a good lesson. Let's see. I think that's a bit better. More of what I'm looking for, I think. It might not be, but and like so. Like this. Erase these and fill them in. I hope this is gonna turn out okay. I just hope. That's all I'm doing. I'm just hoping right now. The double eyelid, and as I always say, if you don't have that, you're not really drawing anime. It's the rule of thumb is to have the double eyelids. Is the rule. It's a bit big, yep. That's better. Let's put in the highlight right here. Use an eraser about size of 30, I guess. 30. Fill it in. But yeah, man, I'll check out your music and yeah, I mean, I don't know. I stream every day, same time. Where am I? Am I PST? Yeah, I'm PST. I stream late. And what are you doing up so late, actually? Unless you're like in the EU or Asia or something. But if you're in North America, man, what are you doing up so late, man? But yeah, yeah, you can join me again. I stream every day, same time, and I'll let you know my thoughts, you know. I mean, obviously, I think I would just say like it's great, man. Like, cause what input could I give, you know? But yeah. Okay, maybe lower the nose a bit. There. Yeah, I think that's good. You're signing off? No, no, no. I'm not signing off yet. I'm just letting you know. You know, just letting you know. Okay, I think we'll keep it like that there. Gotta give the eyebrows like so. Okay, that's good. And the strands of hair, they're coming down like so. A strand of hair that's kind of fallen out there. Let's see. Well, okay, let's connect this like so. Okay. And then over here, there's just basically a piece of hair that's just fallen down a little. Okay, that looks nice. And then we go here and finish up with that strand right there. Looks pretty good to me. Okay, looking okay, I suppose. I need a blink. It's hard for me to... I'm always keeping my eyes wide open while drawing these lines. It's just a habit, bad habit. I need to keep blinking. I'm gonna ruin my eyes by the time I'm 30. Okay, let's connect that hair right here. Fix up where it's dipped a little. Okay. Maybe have it come down a bit more, like so. Yeah, but thanks for sharing your music, man. Like, yeah, that's true. It's not an easy thing to do, to be putting yourself out there, especially to strangers. Ah, now I remember. I'm nervous because I was working on the demo before I got here, and my ears got tired, so I don't know how many mistakes I probably left on there without even noticing. That's fine, man. As long as you got it done, you know? That's another mistake I usually make, is that, like, because I'm trying to make like the perfect product, like I never get it done, and as time goes by and I'm working on it, I just kind of get sick of it, because it's like I've been working on it so long, so I just kind of give up, right? And I start working on a new project. But I think it's so important that you have something done, you know, even if it has mistakes, you know, even if it wasn't done with the most amount of attention that you could have put to it. I think it's fine, because you got it done, right? And then that actually helps you to be able to finish more products in the future, right? And it helps you to learn the full process, right? If you stop like halfway, you might not have learned how to like, I don't know, like some other stuff like equalize it, or I don't know, you know. Okay, the hair is looking all right. Let's work on this little strand here a bit. I used to do that a lot with drawings, like because it wasn't coming out the way I wanted them to, I just kind of give up on them instead of just completing them with the errors, right? But I realize now I should have just completed them, because that way I would have actually learned so much more. I see, but that's why you were so nervous. That makes sense too. That makes sense. Okay, let's have the hair. There are some noticeable mistakes that I remember just off the top of my head. Yeah, that's fine, man. That's fine. No one's gonna judge you for that. No one is gonna be like, oh, what the heck, man. Well, maybe like, you know, a good friend who wants to give you some positive feedback might point those out. But, you know, those are just helpful little tips. It's nothing like, it's nothing terrible, you know. How long have you been musically inclined? Well, I mean, I used to sing, you know, just ever since I was a baby. You know, not like those like AGT like little kids that sing like professionals already. I mean, just like listening to listening to, you know, CDs and singing along to them. You know, shower singing basically, right? I've always enjoyed singing. But guitar I started when I was in the second year of middle school. And how it happened was I was just listening to the radio and a song came on and it had a guitar. I'll actually, you know, let me demonstrate right now. Just give me a second. Alright, so I got my guitar with me. Let me see if it picks up on mic. Doesn't really pick up. Hold on. Oops, sorry, that's really loud. Yeah, so on the radio there was playing some song. I don't remember what it was. But as they were playing, they do these you know, the slides, right? And you know, maybe like, you know, that metal slide sound, right? And I don't know why a lot of people like that sound, including me. When I first heard that, I didn't know what a guitar was. I asked my mom. I was like, "Hey, what is that instrument?" And she's like, "That's a guitar." And I was like, "Can I learn it?" And she was like, "Yeah." So she hooked me up with guitar classes, right? But it all started just by me hearing that metal slide, that sound. Yeah, I was just interested in that. But anyways, I'm gonna put my guitar away for now. I gotta get this drawing done. Hold on. Sorry. Man, you're so talented. Oh, thank you, man. I'm not, like I said, I'm a kind of jack of all trades. Like, I don't, honestly, I don't play guitar that well. I just can play basic, just chords and strumming patterns. That's all. I want to be able to play really good, like electric guitar, rock, and all kinds of cool stuff. And that's what I'm working towards. So hopefully I'll reach that one day. But yeah, we keep working towards our dreams together, man. Let's see. Ooh, that's way too. Excuse me. That's way too thick of the line. Oh, where did it go? Kind of want to add a line here. Not quite like that. Yeah, that doesn't, not quite what I'm looking for, these two lines, but it's okay. Let's just continue. Gotta get this done. Yeah, that's okay. I kind of like that. Yeah, so that's how I started with guitar. But I quit the lessons after 2 years. And then I just kind of self-taught through YouTube videos and stuff. Honestly, I wish I'd have stayed with the guitar teacher. But at the same time, I feel like if I had kept taking lessons from him, I really wouldn't have grown a lot. Because what was I trying to say? I think at that point, at that age, I didn't quite understand the stuff he was teaching me. Like, yeah, I was just doing it, but I didn't really understand it. It's like, why do I do these finger exercises? I don't know. I just do them because that's what he's teaching me. But now I know. I know that those finger exercises increase my dexterity, the flexibility, and just the correct way to position my fingers. But back then I wouldn't have known that. And I would have just kept practicing and not really growing because I do it, but I do it a little bit incorrectly. I don't do it the proper form. I don't do it with the proper kind of mindset that is necessary. So I don't know. It's kind of like, it's kind of like what we were talking at the beginning. Everyone's got their own path, You don't necessarily have to take lessons. You just kind of go and find your own way, really. What works for you, what doesn't. And that's kind of what I've done all my life, so it's worked out for me, so I mean, that's a blessing. Yeah, I definitely do feel more aware of, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like when you learned that stuff as a kid, you would have been like, what the heck? I don't understand a single thing of what this guy is saying. But now that you're older, you're like, oh, that's, it's important for you to be very, how do I say, like aware when you're practicing piano. You can't just do it mindlessly. You gotta really focus and stuff. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, honestly. It is late, man. It is late. Okay, let me turn off all this. Okay, we're looking pretty good. Yeah, when I do the eyes the way that I draw them, it's totally fine. I like it better. I really disliked the other way. It looks good when other people do it, because that's the way they draw eyes, but not me. That's not how I draw them eyes. Okay. Let's see, is there anything else I can do here? Maybe I can add a few lines to the underside of this. Like so. There we go. Yeah, I like how it's turned out. I think this is good. I think this is good. Okay, we're gonna do our last bit of stuff here, which is a bit of shading. Just a touch, not too much. Have you ever having a migraine? That's funny calling you that. I'll just call you migraine. Have you ever thought of you know, delving into art and stuff at all? And into the drawing and stuff? Bit of shading there. Where else? Yeah, I draw stuff sometimes. Hey, there you go. You and me, man, we're fellow kinsmen. You know, we love our arts. Yeah. Do you post your art anywhere? What sites are there these days that are for sharing art? I only know of Pixiv, which is the Japanese one. Not a lot of... Oh, right, Twitter and stuff, I guess, is really the platform that people use just to upload their artworks. But yeah, do you upload your stuff anywhere? Let's get rid of this line there. Get rid of that too. Shade this part in. What's my stabilization? 30? That's good enough. No, I'm not really creative with social media. Okay, alright. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Yeah. That's good. You draw. What kind of stuff do you like to draw? Is it like landscape or like cartoon, anime style, or you know, maybe a bit of realism? Just a touch. Just a touch. Just a touch of shade right there. Animals, dude. I suck at animals. I suck at animals, man. I don't. Because I didn't practice, right? I didn't practice drawing animals in cartoon style. Cartoon style. What you mean, like Looney Tunes? Like you mean like Well, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, cartoon style. That's nice. You're not talking about furries, are you? You're not talking about Sonic OCs, are you? That's good though. Animals. You know what? I would love to draw animals, but I just don't have the time to learn it. And you know, you'd think that like, oh, if you draw people well, or if like you draw well in general, it should be easy to draw animals. Nah, it's still hard. Maybe lol JK. There's no shame in it. Some of them look pretty good, those Sonic OCs, not gonna lie. Some of them are okay. Some of them are alright. I think there's one artist on Twitter that draws like really good Amy drawings, but like in her style, and it's good. Like it's actually really great. Okay, there we go. The last thing I drew was a baby pig. Oh, that's cute. A baby pig. What's that pig's name from that book? Wilbur? What's the name? It's like a spider and a pig. Wilbur's Web? Wilbur's... Charlotte's Web. Charlotte's Web. Oh, baby pig. Have you ever read Charlotte's Web? Baby pig. Is that like your favorite animal? Little piggies? It's a great story. I have a feeling you and I are from the same era. I think if I said that to a Gen Z kid, they'd be like, "What the heck is Charlotte's Web? What are you talking about, old man?" Nope, just felt like drawing one. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Well, what's your favorite animal? And what's your favorite animal to draw? Let's see here. We're almost done here. Just adding shade, and then we'll add a bit of that base color I always do. And after that, it'll be over. Okay, I think that's everywhere that I wanted to add some shading. Maybe a bit more under the neck. There, that's a bit better. Okay, I want to put a little bit here as well. Okay, let's get to filling this in. Move it under here. I'm gonna open up this one. I'm not really sure. Really? Wow. The first person I've heard that doesn't really know what animal is their favorite. Most of the time people know right away. It's interesting. So just filling all that in. Oh, what's going on? Oh man, I didn't save. I always forget to save. Oh. It's okay, it didn't shut down. Okay, let's save as. What do I save this as? Kano post study. I guess girls 2. Girl, it's 2. Okay. Let's fill in here the arm, this arm, the bag, the dress. Oh. It's gonna fill up the whole thing. Let's fill in here these shoes. There we go. The hair there. Okay, great. Okay, now we just need to do the dress. Ooh, and the dress has a really nice pattern on it. I don't know, maybe I'll do that. Probably won't, but we'll see. Let's see, let's make this felt pen the size about 30 and just go around. Or actually, let's just look for the part where I think it's bleeding, and I think it's bleeding here. Probably. Where else? It could be bleeding here. It could be bleeding. Yeah, no, I think it should be fine. Let's use this. There we go. Great. So let's grab our handy dandy lasso tool. That's this weird ice cream guy. And use him to just grab these parts that haven't been done. There we go. Let's use our felt pen here. Charlotte's Web. I haven't thought about that book in a long time. I wonder why that was such a classic. You know, I wonder why like every teacher loved to go through that book. I think like I don't know, I feel like the classes I took, they always made us read Charlotte's Web for some reason. It's a good book, I'm not complaining. It's just, why that one? I don't know if you know what I'm gonna talk about next, but there was a book called Frindle, and it was about a kid that he just starts thinking, what if I just changed a word, you know, an existing word? What if I just changed it? And he takes a pen and he calls it a frindle. And then like the world just explodes from there. Like everyone just goes nuts. Like, oh, it's a frindle now. It's a frindle. And that's funny because if you think about it, that's kind of like our society today. Like kids just make up words for something and it just catches on because it's popular. Let's grab my eraser here. Just gonna get rid of all these bleeding parts. Like there, and here, and there, and here, and there, here. Let's look carefully around. Make sure there's no bleeding areas. There's bleeding a little bit there. Haha, yeah. You know Frindle? You know Frindle? That book? Are you serious right now? If you know that book, that's crazy. Are you like from my middle school or something? What the heck? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Of course. You're just a clone of me. That's what this is. You're just a clone of me. My God, I can't believe you know Frindle. I don't think anyone I've ever talked to knew Frindle. That's crazy, bro. Where have you been all my life? My God. Okay, let's grab this color, make it a bit darker, and just fill in this shirt, because, do I want to do it like that? I do, but maybe a bit darker, like that maybe. Yeah, that's a good one. But let's take our felt pen here, and just kind of going through there like that. Still filling in there. Okay, well that's okay. I can just erase. Let's make the size about 70 for the eraser. Just go through it. Yeah, Frindle. I don't know, that book had a big impact on me. You unlocked parts of my memory I haven't heard of in a long time. Dude, you're doing that to me right now, okay? You're doing that to me. Oh, that's funny. That is so funny, bro. Frindle. That was a good book, honestly. I like that book. I think I was like, oh, what if I could do that? I think I tried. And you know what? I bet a bunch of kids tried. I bet a lot of kids tried to just call a pen a frindle after reading that book. And you know, that author might have come close to just completely revolutionizing the word pen into frindle. And you know what the weird thing is? And that's the weirdest thing to me is that, yeah, after reading that book, it's like you look at a pen and you're like, this could be a frindle. Like, if people just called this frindle, like, I would have no problem with that. I wouldn't think that's weird, because it just looks like a frindle, you know? There we go. I mean the shirt down. Do I want to color the dress? It's got a cute pattern to it, and I'm not gonna be able to get that pattern. Let's not. Let's not. Let's just do this. Maybe the whole bag, actually. Nah. Maybe the shoes? Yeah, we gotta do the shoes. Maybe the whole bag, actually. I don't know. Can't decide, really. And let's just do the whole bag. I feel like it looks better, more simple. Okay, last thing. Gotta make sure we've got a shadow. Oh, actually, maybe I should fill in this part too. Yeah, I think I should. Should I not? I should. Okay, that's good. Okay. Okay, if you know what I'm gonna say next, you're actually from like where I used to live. You know Flat Stanley? Flat Stanley. He's a kid. It's another book series. He's a kid that he gets crushed by like his billboard while he's sleeping in his bed. And like his parents come and they're like, "Oh my God, Stanley, are you okay?" And they lift it up, and he's become flat. He's become flat as a sheet of paper, and like he uses that like a superpower. Oh, dude, no freaking way, no freaking way, dude. Oh my God, you're actually from my past. You're actually from my past. I loved Flat Stanley, man. I wanted to be Flat Stanley. He could mail himself to some place. You know, he didn't have to. Well, if he wanted to go visit his like family or something, he just put himself in a freaking envelope and he flew over there. Oh, I love that guy. Let's see here. Grab this lasso tool. And how should we do the shadow? Maybe something like this. Just simple like that. Yeah, it kind of looks okay. But maybe a bit smaller. Flat Stanley. No, it's got to be bigger than that. Well, we can just use the lasso tool to increase the size just a bit. And no. No. I don't know, the shadow just, I'm not digging. I'm not digging the shadow. Why is it so hard? A shadow shouldn't be this difficult. It really shouldn't. I don't know why it's so hard. What am I doing wrong? I don't really understand. I'm so done. How do you even remember Flat Stanley, lol? That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. My goodness. Flat Stanley, he was the best. I loved him. Oh, whoa, what happened? flat Stanley. Maybe it needs to be more in the front like this. Nope. Still wrong. Maybe thinner like that? Yeah, okay, that's a lot better. Maybe let's erase a bit of it off. Increase the size to about 100. Yeah, okay. Well, there you have it. I think this is good. Pretty much done now. Yeah. Alright, well, Migraine, thank you so much for joining me on my stream today. I feel like we've really connected. That's kind of crazy. I really honestly believe you're from my past, from when I was like in elementary, middle school. Maybe we didn't know each other, but at least like we probably went to the same like area or something. I don't even know, dude. But it's cool, you know. Thank you so much for sharing so much of yourself today. It's been really cool learning about you. You know, if you want, you know, follow and you know, like I said, I stream every day, same hour. So you know, if you want to come back, join the streams, please do so. But yeah. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed the stream. I hope to see you again soon. Until then, I hope you have a great day or a good night. And I'll see you again very soon. Oh, by the way, Migraine, if you're still listening, I'm gonna switch over to the ending screen right now. And this is a song that already exists, but I tried making a lo-fi version of it. But yeah, check it out. You know, maybe leave a quick comment what you think about it. But yeah, take it easy, man. I'll see you around. Yeah, man. Thank you so much. All right. See you again later. Until then, hope you have a great day or a good night. And I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye.